Hello YouTube, welcome back again. Today we're going to be taking a look at basically some vintage Cybermen figures. That's from the classic series. When I say vintage, the figures are actually new or newish, they're only a few years old, by a company called Character Options. They're about 5.5, maybe just under 6 inches tall, and we're going to be taking a look at what I've managed to collect today anyway. First of all, we've got William Hartnell era Cyberman from the story The 10th Planet. And it's a beautifully detailed figure, as you can see. All the details there that they've got in. And I especially like the transparent chest weapon here. A closer look at that face, by far one of the creepier of the Cybermen incarnations, and this is the first, as I say, from the 10th Planet. The articulation's a bit hindered by this piece, but there we have it. And that's him. Next up, we have Patrick Troughton era Cyberman from the story The Tomb of the Cybermen. Again, the helmet has been changed. They've actually put a helmet on rather than just like a sock or like a stocking type thing over the face of the original. And they started putting these handlebars and things on, which are actually, they've done these again transparent. They're really quite nice. The detailing, the three fingers, and the hose piping and the practice balls, which will have been sprayed silver on the costume, and of course the chest piece and all the wiring. They've even gone to the detail of the breathing holes that the actor would have needed to wear this on set. So that's that. Tomb of the Cybermen, these appeared in, and also the moon base and all that kind of thing. In addition to him, from the Tomb of the Cybermen, I have a rather rare treat. I have the Cyber Controller, the acorn-headed controller. You will be like us, that one. I love the dome on this figure. Absolutely love it. This is a really rare one as well, because you had to collect this one in parts and put it together yourself, which makes this one really quite rare. Look at the face on that. You will be like us. You will be like us. That's fantastic, isn't it? So that's the Patrick Troughton era Cybermen. Moving on, we're still with the 1960s era ones now. We've got probably one of my favourite Cybermen from the 60s, the ones from the Invasion, where again the suit had been completely remodelled, as you can see. Well, as you would be able to see if the light was better in here. A bit better, I think so. And this one comes with the correct weapon and the helmet. They used basically a frogman's wetsuit, which was sprayed silver, and the addition of army boots sprayed silver. I love the head sculpt on that. Excellent figure. Absolutely excellent. And that's the last of my Patrick Troughton or 1960s era Cybermen. They move on now to Tom Baker era, the 1970s. And you can see how the costumes changed again. And just to put them back as a comparison. The chest piece has changed. They've got this piping around the arms. And of course, these 70s Cybermen were different than these ones. These had this laser gun in the hand. Of course, these 70s Cybermen from the Revenge of the Cybermen, they had the weapon in the head. They blasted people with the head. Addition to him, I've also got the Cyber Leader from the same period, Tom Baker era, which is basically exactly the same, apart from the paint detail on the head is obviously black. And I especially like the way with these, they also included this almost like a hunchback type thing going on the back. Lovely. And then we move on to my generation of Cybermen from the 80s. We have an Earthshock Cyberman here from the Earthshock story. Now, I don't have a Cyber Leader of this. They didn't do a Cyber Leader of this. I would love to have got a Sylvester McCoy era one from Silver Nemesis, but they're hellishly expensive, and I'm not really prepared to pay more than, well, certainly no more than a tenner for these things loose. Let's get the detail of that. Even the little clear mouthpiece. The weapon, all screen accurate. More wiring on these ones as well from when I was a kid, which is really good. They did another figure of this. They did of the 80s Cyberman. They went and did a rogue Cyberman with a face piece that you can move off, and you can see the remains of a human skull inside. Parts that were once human. That's from the let's see. That's from Attack of the Cyberman with Colin Baker's story. They do a figure of that. I wish they did a Cyber Leader from that story as well, because I love the head on that helmet. But they haven't done one of them. What they have done is they've done a Rogue Cyberman, which is basically the same as this guy, only they've gone and given him a really nice matte black finish, which is good. It shows up the clear detail of this tubing on the neck a lot better, I think. And I like the colour variation of the gun as well. It's like a bronzy colour rather than a silver colour. I like that. So those are the only 80s Cybermen that I've got, and it's a shame really, because you know they're my favourites because they are back to my childhood. Other ones, we move on now to David Tennant era. The Age of Steel Cyberman. Some of these have variations with little guns on their forearms, but I haven't been able to get them. These you can pick up for only, about £1 off eBay. I have that one. I have the Cyber Leader, but not just any Cyber Leader. I've got the Cyber Leader with the painted face visor, which I like, and the exposed brain. And I also have Cyber Controller with the addition of these bits that plug him in. They're really nice. I really like this this kind of armour for the David Tennant. I don't like the new ones now with I don't think they've done a story with Peter Capaldi and Cybermen yet. I'm not sure. I'm not really that keen on the stories so far with him. That was it, Matt Lucas or whatever his name was. I wasn't keen on the Cybermen in that, and I don't have an example of that because this character options toy line finished basically after the David Tennant era, so they're no longer available, only second hand. So that's them, and I've got some interesting variations of this David Tennant era ones as well, as you'll soon see. I've got a stone Cyberman, which is basically just like a normal Cyberman, only they've sprayed it in this stony colour. I think that was for some Stonehenge type story, and this isn't actually a Cyberman. I believe this is actually an Auton that's assimilated a Cyberman. I love the ruggedy detail on that. It's really good. And I've also got this one, which I believe was an Argos exclusive, which is a battle damaged Cyberman, which apparently is from Roman times, as it has a Roman gladius sticking out of its chest, which hasn't damaged it. Well, it's damaged it, but it hasn't finished it. Look at the detail of the battle scarring on that. That one's quite a rare one too, I believe. That's, as I say, an Argos exclusive. As I say, very good. And other than that guy, I've got this, which is probably my favourite, which is a bit of a nod to the Attack of the Cybermen, Rogue Cybermen. It's the same Cyberman as this guy here, only the face is opened and you can see what remains of the human inside. And I love the rusty paint detail on these as well. I think they've done a really good job on them. So I shall leave you with this image. And if you like this sort of video, you know, give me the thumbs up, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, folks. Cheerio. Bye.